Hello there. Hello there. Welcome back. Welcome back. Except that, no. Not welcome back, because that's not what this is, okay? That's not what this is. Alright. Ma'am. Ma'am, do you have any idea how fast you were going? Or sir? You know, now that I think about it, whenever I picture, police officer saying, do you have any idea how fast you're going? It's always ma'am. I don't know why. I'm a dude, so like I've never gotten a ticket, so it's not like I have personal experience with that, but I don't know, that's just weird. Anyway, person, you there, you right there. Any idea how fast you were going? I'm gonna have to write you up. This is a citation. Yep. You were going 700 miles per hour. This is a school zone. You're only supposed to be going 15. And now I'm not the greatest at math, but that equals 685 miles per hour over the speed limit. Now let's just convert that to kilometers per hour for those of you that are in other countries other than America. That's a lot. That's a freaking lot. Okay. 685 miles per hour is a lot of kilometers per hour. That's like at least a bajillion kilometers per hour over the speed limit. I should be doing this a lot closer to the camera. I'm sorry. I'm still not used to this. I'm sorry. Okay. Person. You. A bajillion. You think you could just go a bajillion miles per hour over the speed limit? Are you out of your fucking mind? This is a school zone, okay? There's kids playing. You've left burning tire tracks from where you were driving. You were going so fast. That's insane. You're in big trouble. You're not getting out of this. Let me tell you, okay? You're not getting out of this. You are not getting out of this. I'm not letting you off on just a warning, okay? Absolutely not. I can see here, I pulled up your license plate. As I got a glimpse, I have the best vision out of all of the cops in my precinct, okay? Amazing vision. You went by in a blur, but I was still able to grab your license plate. Your license plate was 783C946. I told you I'm good. And I pulled up your information. Turns out this isn't the first time you've driven 715, okay? Not your first time, not your first rodeo. And they let you off on a warning that time, okay? So it's not going to happen this time. Absolutely not. Not under my watch, okay? Not going to happen. You know what's going to happen? You're going to get fined. You're going to get a big old fine. You see that? You're going to get a big old fine, okay? You're going to get a big old fine. I'm taking your ass in. That's right. You're detained. I don't have my cuffs on me right now, but if I did, you would be detained, okay? Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I could do for you, okay? If you're willing to work with me here a little bit, just a little bit, okay? Let me tell you. Okay. Let's bring the intensity down. I feel like I came in a little hot and heavy because, I was worked up. This is driving 715 school zone, I think it's a bit understandable for me in my position to be a little upset with you, given the circumstances, but I'll try to bring the intensity down if you try to bring the intensity down too, because I don't need your sass, okay? I don't need your sass, all right? I don't need your back talk. I'm the authority here, right? Okay? So what I say goes. So let me see what I can do for you, okay? Like I said, I'm not going to be able to give you off on a warning because you were just going too fast, and you've already been caught going 715 before. But here's what I can do, all right? I can write on my notepad a little bit more. Get a little bit more information. So, are you in a rush? Were you headed somewhere? Was there an emergency? Anything you can give me to work with, because I'm a good guy deep down, okay? I don't want to give you this ticket, because this is going to be, let me just do the math here really quick, okay? So you were going 700 in a 15, that's going to be 685 miles per hour over the speed limit. That means minimum fine of $3.6 million and 37 years in prison. Neither of us wants that for you, okay? You don't want that for yourself, and I don't want that for you, okay? So just work with me here. Give me everything you can, and I will do my best to bring this down. I think with the proper cooperation here between the two of us, now I'm being honest here, I honestly think that with the proper amount of cooperation, that I could bring the fine down to $3.5 million. And I could bring the sentence down to about 20 years. 20 years in prison. And that's not too bad. That's a pretty big decrease, if you ask me. Now, I'd love to get you more. Yeah, I know what you're saying. That's still such a long time in prison. And where am I going to get that kind of money? Listen, okay? I don't know, okay? That's not my problem. You were the one driving 700 miles per hour in a 15, okay? I don't even know how your car goes that fast. What kind of car you got? What is this? I've never seen this type of car before. Look, it's not important, okay? It's not important. What's important is that we get this down, okay? We get this under control, okay? Because if we don't get this under control, then, you're going to be stuck, okay? Because here's what's going to happen, okay? $3.6 million, obviously you don't have that kind of money. Although, you're driving some kind of fucking Batmobile or something, I don't know. So, maybe you do. But probably not. Okay, let's say that you don't. For the sake of argument, let's say that you don't, okay? So $3.6 million, you're going to owe that to the city. That's not good. And you're not going to be able to pay that. So you're going to have to take out a loan, right? So you're going to take out your loan. You're going to take out a loan of $3.6 million. Okay. Just hang with me here. And that's going to accrue at a 7.8% interest rate. Yeah. And that's not good. That's not good. Because that means that every month you're going to have to pay $700,000. And if you don't have $700,000, well, then it's going to just keep accumulating and you're never going to be able to pay it off. That's bad. All right, that's bad. I'm getting stuff all over my hands. That's bad, okay? And I don't want that for you. You don't want that for yourself, okay? Let me tell you, this is serious stuff we're talking about here. I don't write on my notepad unless it's very serious, okay? So let me see what I can do for you, okay? So again, let's bring the intensity down. Let's work together. Let's figure this out. So, like I said, were you headed somewhere? Was there an emergency? An emergency. Okay, there was an emergency. That's good. I can work with that. That's very good. Let me write that on my notepad. Emergency. The suspect was in an emergency. What was your emergency exactly? I need it in exact terms. Okay, so yeah, just start over from the whole story. Yeah, start from wherever you need to. It's not a big deal. Okay. I got all day. Okay, I got all day. All right, so you have a pet bird. Suspect has a pet bird. Okay. Let me just, I'm going to need to flip it over and start from the other side because we are running out of space. Okay, pet bird. Just write that down. Pet bird. Suspect has pet bird. Pet bird. You have a pet bird. Okay, what does that have to do with anything? Okay. Give me the story. Okay, so your pet bird was thirsty. Thirsty pet bird. Thirsty bird. Thirsty bird. Nobody wants a bird to die of dehydration. That would be awful. So, this is a pretty good excuse, honestly. You'll be pulling at the heartstrings of the jury when they present this in court. It's going to bode well for you. So, what about this thirsty bird? What was going on? What was going on with a thirsty bird? Okay, so you have a thirsty bird, and you were driving to get water for the bird. Driving to get water for the bird. Water for the bird. Okay, so we've got water for the bird. You were on your way to get water for the bird, or you were on your way back? Oh, you have the bird with you right now. Okay. Okay, so the bird was driving. So this is actually the bird's fault. I see. Now, why were you in the car at all then, if it was the bird driving, actually? The bird only has a permit. Bird does not have license. Okay. So it needs a licensed driver in the car in order to be able to drive. I got you. That makes sense. I'm following. So the bird was thirsty. bird gets in the car, drives off to get water, but you have to get in the car too. Now the bird is thinking very rashly, obviously, and is thirsty, very thirsty. So is your bird a he? Is it a he or a she? Is the bird a he or a she, ma'am, person? In this scenario, is your bird a he or a she? Unknown gender of bird. Okay, it's not a big deal. I guess it doesn't matter. So your bird was thirsty, got in the car, drove off, driving very fast. Now, listen, now that I understand the entire situation here, you are completely in the clear, let me tell you. This could not be looking better for you. Unfortunately, this could not be looking worse for your bird. Now, as a learning driver, as an up-and-comer in the motor vehicle world, this is going to set that bird back a lot. Now, unfortunately, well, I guess fortunately, we don't have a judicial system for birds in place. We don't have a justice system for birds. So your bird is exempt from the laws. So, it's not, it's not going to be fine. But what is probably going to happen here, because unfortunately, with the information that you've given me here, I have to present this information in my report, right? I have to. It's my job. Look, I don't want to do it. You don't want me to do it. The bird definitely doesn't want me to do it, but I have to do it, okay? I have no choice, because if I don't do it, then I'm fired. And you know what happens when I get fired? Bad things happen when I get fired. You don't want to know. You don't want to know what happens when I get fired. So look, I have to tell them. And when I tell them that the bird is, a permit driver and not a licensed driver, that's going to be very bad. That's going to be very bad. They're going to revoke its ability to get a license. They're going to revoke a license from bird. Now, I know you don't want that, because now you're thinking, the whole rest of my life I'm going to be driving my bird around everywhere because he can't drive himself around. I get it, okay? I get it. And no one wants that for you. No one wants to put you in that position. But unfortunately, it's a consequence of this circumstance that, there's just not really anything else to do, But here's what I can do. I've got a great lawyer. And there's a slim chance, very slim. I don't want to get your hopes up too high, okay? So I don't want you to think that this is like a guarantee by any means, okay? This is a very, very slim chance. There's a very low chance. You're going to have to wish for the best jury, for the most lenient judge. But what I can do to stack the odds in your favor is give you this lawyer, because this lawyer is one of the best in the business. His name is Rumbo Johnson. Great lawyer. His number is 582-3971. If you tell him Connor sent you, he'll know what to do. Trust me. He's gotten a lot of my clients out of really sticky situations before. But again, he can't always work his magic. And like I said, you're going to need the odds stacked pretty much entirely in your favor in order to get out of this one. But he does a great job. And there is a chance that he can, lessen the impact. I don't know that he'll be able to completely disregard the penalty here. 700 in a 15 is pretty egregious. So I don't know that you'll be able to get out of that. But here's what I'm thinking he might be able to do for you. Now, I'm not a lawyer, personally. I'm just a cop. I'm just the citation cop. That's all I'm doing here. But, I picked up a few things watching him do his thing in the courtroom. I always love to watch just because, he's just that good. It's like when someone's so good at something, you just have to admire it, right? So sometimes I've watched and I've picked up on a few things. So here's what I think might go down. He's gonna, play the heartstrings, right? A thirsty bird. Who wants to see a thirsty bird become dehydrated. Nobody wants that. Absolutely nobody wants that. So right off the bat, you're in a pretty good position. That's a very fortunate position to be in. So he's going to play up that part. And then what I think he's probably going to do, and now, like I said, again, I'm not the professional here. I'm not him. He might do some things completely differently to what I'm imagining he might do. But if I'm a betting man, what I think he's going to do is he's going to bring in friends, people that know this bird and know them well, so that they can really play into this whole idea that the bird is a good person, right? The bird is a good bird. The bird is a good bird, because I can tell just by looking at the bird that it's a good bird, a good bird. And so what that's going to do is, once the jury sees the bird, who is clearly good, gets the testimonies from people that say it's a good bird and he would never do anything bad like this, I think they'll probably let him off. Now, the biggest thing here is going to be the judge. Now, the judge is going to be hard to sway. Now, there is one judge that I know of. Now, you're going to want to get this case transferred if you can to this judge's precinct. But Judge Tumbo Johnson, it's actually the father of Rumbo Johnson, the lawyer that I'm recommending you. Tumbo Johnson is a judge, the father of Rumbo. They work very well together. In fact, they have a bit of a... You can't tell anyone I said that, and I know that I can trust you because of the predicament that you're in, but between you and me, they have a bit of a thing going on where, like, they purposefully let criminals off on, like, really heinous charges, because the clients, are very grateful, and there's a bit of an underground criminal ring type of thing. It's okay. Look, you just don't tell anybody I said that, but that's what you're gonna want. You're gonna want Tumbo Johnson to be the judge prevailing over this case. So when you can, because this is probably not going to be sent to him directly. You're going to want this. You're going to have to request that this be transferred. You do that, and then I'll give you, like I said, I already gave you Rumbo Johnson's number, which was 582-3871, I believe. I forget things quickly. Anyway, with those two things in mind, I think you'll be pretty good. I don't think your bird will see any prison time. Like I said, the judicial system for birds isn't exactly the same, and it's not pretty when a bird goes to jail. You don't want to see that. Trust me, they are not nice to birds in jail. So, yeah, I think we can get you out of this one. It's not a big deal. So, you're pretty lucky that I'm the one that pulled you over, because I don't know that there's anyone else, any other cop that works with Rumbo and Tumbo Johnson like I do. We're a good trio. The three of us make a good team. Anyway, my name is Fumbo Johnson. That's Fumbo with an F. Fumbo Johnson. Yep. My badge number is 77777. All right. Well, you have a good one, and try to keep it slow. All right. No more 700s and 15s. All right. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, but you have a nice day.